What's going on, everybody? What's happening now is I got my doodle-bug out with the motor swap. As you can see, got the Predator 212 on it, stage 2 kit, intake, exhaust, jet kit, all that. Really torquey. I undid the sensor, so the oil pressure, or the oil, whatever that sensor is called, but it's just a basic bite. I swapped out that tire from that tire. As you can see, this one here, real thick and knobby, but for my area, I don't need this kind. More of a street tire. So I swapped that out and put this on, which I had to make this portion here, which would be washers. This is just a PVC pipe, just so I can see how I needed to line the tire is all, as you can see. So the old one with that rim comes with all that spacing on it, and then I bought this tire also, and it has the same thing, but I just wanted to try this one because it doesn't have the big long spacing. It only has the short ones with one washer. So then what I put in was this here, just to gauge it, and I drove it and rode on it. It rode just fine. And what I used to center the tire was this line here with the bolt right there. You see how it kind of gives you an aim point, and that's what I did, and this works perfect. A lot better turning, a lot less knobby, a lot smoother ride, everything swapped out for less than 20 bucks for anybody out there, and that's how it looks. So for me, as you can see, I went to that street tire, and now that tire there is what came with it. As you can see, a knobby tire just like this one. For some of y'all, that might be what you need or want. Great. I don't need it, nor do I want it. I want something more like these. More just street, not all that thick, extra thick tread. These aren't, I want actually less than that. I wanted to go with something even, that's even still a lot, but this is worn down, but you've seen how the tread pattern is. It just rides, I don't like it, me personally. So this all comes down to what you want to do, really. I'm going straight, smoother kind of ride. Some of you might like that ride. You gotta, as you can see, there is no suspension on this. So, it really, I guess it matters to you. To me, it's not made for comfort, so I didn't set it up for comfort at all. So I could care less, but I'm gonna swap out tires. We'll see, I don't know what it turns out to be. And that's the buggy, the other four-wheeler, my son's pocket bike, and then his four-wheeler and stuff. So I'm gonna, once I get these all out of here, I'll start putting my cars back in here. So there we go, everybody. So I'll put this on the video, on the channel. And the other problem I'm having, hopefully somebody can help me out. And I think what it is I may just have maybe two torque, I don't know. But I'll go ahead and put this in the video. I wasn't going to, but now that I'm here, I will. Let me find it. All right, I can't find the spot, but anyhow, I've had to weld a couple chains. I had some on the ground, but the problem that I'm having, if anybody can help me, is I think I'm getting a little too much torque out of this. Oh yeah, out of this thing, because I'm bending the sprocket, and I'll show you. Like, I literally went riding with my son today when I did the tire, and what happens is, just from the throttle, all I do is I could just hit it like this, and the front end of the bike will come up. I've done it before. It does it no problem. This thing has a lot of torque with what I've done to it. And I'm now throwing my chain. I can't even give it full throttle. I'm throwing the chain, and I've tried adjusting. I did everything. It's literally the sprocket. Hopefully you can see what I'm showing you. But if you look right, hold on, you can almost see it. Let me lay this down because it's actually kind of perfect. You can see right here, the chain is going that way. okay? And then you see what it's doing is it's aligning perfectly with this here gear, right? So you see where that gear is, and you see if you come back this way, you see in there in the tooth of the sprocket, see that's one of the tooth from the sprocket in there. And you see the other tooth, and look where the tooth's going. Almost out, over, gone. It's already gone, and it should still be in right there. There should be a tooth there, and it isn't. I can't even go over far enough because it won't show you. You see how there's nothing there, nothing there? Now you see something. But if you look to the left a little bit, see how that dark little spot? How you have that little white to the right and a little bit dark to there, and you see how it gets bigger and changes? The sprocket is all the way up there, and the tooth, they're already coming out back here. So it's coming off. Soon as it should be holding, it's coming off. So when I give it torque, right here, as you can see, the sprocket, I'm trying to show you so you can see exactly why, is literally parallel the side of the chain. It's not, it looks aligned back in here. It looks like it is, but it's not. You can see right there, boom. You see the bend in the chain right there? If you don't know, well, you can see it right there. You can see how it goes from there, and it's bending this way. That's the problem I'm having now. It's too torquey. I don't know why, but as soon as you put some torque to it, it throws it right here. It throws the chain off, and then it binds up and there, behind there. And it's done it while I'm riding and stuff, and I got to dig it out and all that, and then do the whole old school, put part of the chain here, roll the bike forward, pop it on. But it's like, it's literally is doing it every time. As soon as I start going, bink, comes off. And there's why. The dang on sprocket is pulling hard left. It's not straight anymore. I've not jumped this bike, did anything. I just ride it. But I did modify it. And I think it's now has a little too much for the factory stuff. Because I don't know why the whole sprocket is slightly bent. Like, you can see even down there, you see how I'm trying to line it up, but I don't know if y'all can see it, but believe me, that's bad. And the bike I have, I don't know how I will put in the video, but I will try to put the actual footage of how fast I've gotten this thing up to. And it was with that tire, and trying to think. Yeah, I had that tire on, not this tire. The exact setup like it is, just with that tire, and I got it to 60. It is on, I put the speed app and everything on my phone. Yes, the bike did it. Now the one that I got a picture of is showing 58 miles an hour, because I was trying to do that and drive this and do that. So you can see why it was kind of hard. Anyhow, I will try to put that in there showing that I got this thing to 58 miles an hour. It moves pretty good. My buddy came over, he rode it. He's slightly bigger than me, and it picked up on him also. And I do have a video of it, and if anybody, I guess, questions or wants to see it, I will show you that too. But if you're questioning, well, how did I get the torque, the speed, the mods? All right, this is all that I've done. Really simple, really quick, very inexpensive. You all have probably done way more than I have. All right, we're talking about a standard Walmart basic Coleman 212 bike, a Harbor Freight 212 motor. It is an absolute easy in and out swap. And then a regular, I think it was Amazon or something, I ordered it, the kit. It came with that little exhaust bin, that intake, and the whole car portion. All this came as a kit. So everything all the way up to there is all aftermarket, and the jet down there, whatever in here, the jet is aftermarket, or I'm sorry, down in there, the jet is aftermarket. You see the intake, the exhaust, that's it. That's all that's been done to this. The sprocket's the same, the ridiculously crappy brakes that came with it are still on there. As you can see, there's no crazy monster. I didn't crack the motor open. I didn't even put my 18-pound valve springs because, oh, this is the motor I took out. This is the one you're gonna get. Let me see. This is the motor. If you buy this bike, you'll get this motor standard, which isn't bad for whoever out there. For you, that's just a complete hack job. Don't worry about it. It was just me just messing around with for an exhaust setup. But that motor is just under 200 cc's in power. But as you can see, they're pretty light and not heavy at all. But this thing is pretty good. Only thing on that one is I just took the governor. Some people only do the governor screw. No, I cracked the motor open and I get the governor out of it. You don't necessarily have to do that. It's just my taste and flavor. So that one's not governed, but it's ready to go. Pull, turn, go, and then that one's not governed. And I'm talking about the inside. So that's all that's been done to these. So for anybody who is looking to get a pocket bike and trying to do some stuff, it's very simple to do the same stuff. You see, I got some more stuff for this thing because it's about to get, I'm rewiring the buggy. It's 150, but I want to mod this too. Nothing is fast enough, but absolute brand new, everything carb up, redone. You see the coil plug's going to be redone, CDI redone, relays redone, all of it. I'm redoing it all. I like my stuff different, I guess. Aftermarket stuff there. A lot of the crap that came off is over here, but it is what it is. I don't know if any of this matters. This is the old plug and crap. This is crap. It's all this stuff that oh, right, I need to, yeah, that's a whole nother project. But there's the springs, yeah. That's what I wanted to show you all. The valve spring for that motor. Now, I got these, and I got my valve gauge and everything. The thing is, if I'm correct, I looked when I ordered the stage 2, so anyone can see. So the valve spring for a Honda Thailand. So that's the other one. Anyhow, my thing is, I think if I'm correct, the Predator 12 already comes with 18 pounds, and I think those are 18 pounds. But I think it may just be me. I may have to do another video. I think when I get up to the full throttle, I think I'm still getting a little bit of valve float. You can kind of hear it. It sounds, but I think if I put those springs in, I don't know if they're better than what's already in there, because I think there's 18-pound springs already in there, and if I'm correct, those are 18 pounds that we're going to go into that motor. But that one isn't a big block. So anyhow, I'm going to get to this tire thing. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I've never done it, so feel free to talk mess. But I just try to do whatever I can with what I can. I ain't got no special skill set at all. So anything that you see that is done, understand me clearly. This is all just basic common crap that I just grab and touch and start just following along, and that's it. I ain't got no skill set on this stuff, but I got it going. That thing's pretty damn fast. Like, it's surprising a lot of people. I got people trying to race me on it, like with their pocket bikes. And that was before that was when I had that motor in it. I started getting the attention of people, and they were like, pulling theirs out and wanting to race, and I was doing good. And I just wanted more, but I was like, why build that one when I can go with a better motor and then build it? I really wanted to put the 420, but the gas tank won't fit with it factory. But my next project it'll be a 420 under here. The Predator 420. I don't care if I got to cut the frame or just completely remove the gas tank, which I might do anyhow, and put an aftermarket or make my own. I don't care, but more likely, just because I don't think it's supposed to be done, or people just choose not to. But this is the most common swap. It's a very good swap. I love it. It's fast, I'm telling you. You do just, even when it's stopped, it's more torque and everything, but it's not like fast. But I'm telling you, if you're doing it on your own, if you're whether a teenager or a gearhead like myself, or not an adult, I don't care. But 60 miles an hour is 60 miles an hour, and it ain't like 60 miles an hour after 45 minutes later. No, it'll get there in my cul-de-sac before you. And I live, in a small cul-de-sac. It's one thing. It surprises me, and it will lift up without pulling. Just hit the throttle hard, all the way full throttle from a stop, and it will come out from under you. It's done it for me and my buddy. I don't know what the hell. This thing is awesome though. So parents, beware of what your young ones are probably doing in there, because if you let them just do it, I'm telling you now, from the basics that I've done with this thing, you're like I said, 60 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour, and I'm not even done. I haven't cracked it open. So if you got some young little genius in the garage and you're just letting them rip apart, you're probably going to have them coming out of there doing a whole lot faster than you may want them to do. And these things will do it. I heard of them going faster. I'm going to definitely get it faster. And for what I've done with just a straight motor and just little bolt-on parts to get, 60 miles an hour out of it, double is... I mean, come on, you can't complain about that. I'm literally going to sit down on this thing, and it fits me just fine. And that's me sitting on the seat, so it's still small. But look, that's me fully on it. My knees aren't even sitting in my chest or nothing like that. Like it, almost like you would have like 4 controls, and when you ride them for your motorcycle heads. But for people who ride motorcycles, this is a big deal. And look at that. My knees, I'm 5'11", 71 inches. My knees are parallel with the bike. This is a very comfortable, full-size bike for all sizes, ages. Me personally, this is this is kind of whatever. You take it off, you can keep it on. But this bike, I think, is one of those kinds where if you wanted just something gentle and all-terrain and fun, this is perfect. If you want to go crazy on this is perfect, and you can. It's like doing a Honda, as you see on the valve springs. They're very easy to work on. It's so simple, and this motor's warranted at that. From there, if I take it out right now, take it back, they give me a new motor. No questions asked. I can't beat that. I literally drive the fuck out of this thing, and I can't even break it. It's so freaking reliable. It's so strong, so powerful. It's fast. It's fun. That's my son's four-wheeler, and I completely annihilate that thing. And not even trying. I have to literally try to slow down to allow him to keep up. But I got it only at about 15 miles an hour. He's only 7, so I don't need him doing 60 with me. Because 60 can kill me, so that's it. I'm not going to let my son. That's the difference. But that's what I'm saying for the parents out there. Understand me clearly that I'm not saying your kids don't let them do this, but I am saying if you are out there and you want something fast, I'm telling you, this little thing, this little stuff, I can't make this up. I mean, come on, I'm bending a sprocket here. It's torquey as hell. I'm bending the sprocket. I got to get a new sprocket because this one is not holding the chain anymore. And it ran great, and it still does. It'll crank right up. And you see I got the chain now retightened, but as soon as I put some power to this, it hops right off of that thing now. And I also was snapping the keeper keys. Yeah, that's what I want. The keeper key, you'll see, I can't make this up. I've had to do it to every one of them ever since I started modding my bike. So everybody knows out there, modding anything comes with problems. So I will share mine with you. This is what I had to do. I know it's ugly, whatever. So that originally is the keeper key, as you can see. My bike couldn't hold it, or the chain couldn't hold the torque, so the keeper key would fly off at mid-ride, and then the one behind it, the little flush washer piece, would fly off. Then this piece would fly. The chain would just go ripping over there somewhere while you're doing, 40 miles an hour. Not cool. And it would be separated. So when this thing would fling, yeah. You want that hitting your leg at 40 miles an hour? Yeah, skin gone problem. So anyhow, this chain was the one that originally went here. Here. This is an aftermarket clutch, but it's not like a big deal aftermarket. It's just a Harbor Freight also, but it's better than the factory one that I guess comes with it, which I started to notice when I did the modding of, trying to show you modding. Here's another thing of, and you see, I do real like racing spark plug crap. That's from it's another little hobby, gearhead again. Another thing I like to do. RC cars. Oh yeah. Another 50, 60, 70 miles an hour cars I build. But this is the clutch that comes with if you buy this bike. But I had to go to this clutch, which, as you can see, isn't a major difference. It's not in flash or anything like that, but I guess that one's just slightly better, which is holding very fine. It sucks to break it in, though. I will tell you that. Breaking it in, it was to me, I don't know, I may have did something wrong, but breaking it in, I thought something was wrong. I almost pulled it off. So if you do this swap and you're doing the clutch swap upgrade or whatever, just deal with the break-in period. It's not going to seem, it was frustrating because I didn't know. So I'm telling you, you got to break this thing in. Once it was broken in, it's great. There was some smoke. There's times where it was grabbing too much and I didn't need it to. So the bike was struggling to go. And it's like I almost kind of liked it because when I say it was grabbing and the bike, I was constantly having to hold it back. But like I said, it started to get to the point of where I could do it, but my daughter or anybody else rides, it was like kind of not good. So I kind of didn't want it like that, but I love the aggressiveness of it. It was like so aggressive, and I was like, ah. So I kept kind of driving. Once it broke in, it engages and everything, and you hear it, and it grabs inside, and it rides perfect now. I like ride with my kids on with me, or my teenage daughter. She rides it no problem by herself. She's 16, and she full throttles this thing all the time. And so that goes to show that, it doesn't bother her, and it's fast. And she rides it. My 4-year-old, when she's on it with me, she tries to get me to go faster. Like, she's seriously just like me, nuts and crazy. She'll sit there with her feet up and she'll be like, go faster. I'm like, I'm not going to go that fast with you, baby. She loves it. Anyhow, we just ride around the neighborhood, nothing crazy. So don't get all like, oh my gosh. No, it's okay. We're chilling. We don't do nothing crazy. That's brand new tire that I'm going to put on. So this one I'm about to start working on. I want to record this because I really don't know what the heck I'm doing or where I'm going to start. And I feel like I'm going to jack something up. So maybe I should try to record. What do y'all think? Just try to get this going. So let me try to get this set up. Yeah. This doesn't look as easy as y'all make it look whenever you're doing videos. Like, what the fuck? Like, y'all didn't tell me this shit. I'm making a video. Like, how do y'all fucking be putting your cameras up and shit like professional and fuck? Fuck! Where did I put my damn camera? Oh shit, let's try that. Let's see. Excuse my cursing. I'll try to edit that out. Even though I don't know how to edit. But I think I found a good... But, nope. Well, I think that's going to have to do for y'all. Well, let me see. Because I want you to be able to see me. Or to see what I'm doing. Okay. Come on. If I could struggle this real to make a damn video. Come on, seriously. Nah. Alright, everybody. You see the struggle. I'm trying. Yeah. We're going to leave it like that. So. Got to get my tools. I think it's a 19, if I'm correct. Yeah, 19 or whatever the hell it converts to. Alright, just so y'all know, before I even make this major mistake that I'm about to make, I went and bought this tire today, right? And the other one. So, before this even happens, I don't even know if this is a 8-inch. Anyhow, I'm trying to keep it short. I ain't never done it before. I never put this on one of these, so everything that I do here, I'm literally gonna figure it out right now as I go and see if I can take this apart, get this tire off. I don't know how. Get this tire on and put this all back together. Even though it may, if it does run and work, I'm still gonna have a problem because I still need to get the sprocket out. The thing is, this tire is a 19. No, this is a 20. Hold on. Yeah, 20. A 20 by 8.00 -8. So for all you people, you know, like, say the last number is, you know, this number here. This middle number is this number here. Or, I'm sorry, it's like the one's the width, and then you got the height of the numbers. So I ain't a tire person, so I don't care. Say whatever. You know what the fuck it is. The heck it is. That's what I meant. So anyhow, I think I gained an inch of tire compared to my 19. I'm now at a 20, which I have some room in there that you can see. So I think I gained. It doesn't look like it though. If you look at this tire, look at this thing. This thing is like this. It's like even bigger than my hands can do. It's already higher than that. So but once it inflates and everything, it may be about equal. I don't know. I'm just gonna freaking figure it out. I may just completely mess this whole thing up. We'll see. Alright. Let's go. Start out by resetting. That's what I wanted. A lot easier, but I don't got my dang on jack stands out, my jack stand, so I'm using this makeshift jack to get the wheels off the ground. As you can see, I can spin it so the wheel's free. Front's free, everything, but it's up there enough so I can mess with it, so we'll see. First things first. And the other side was a brake cable, so let me check that first. That came off no problem. All right. I ain't too quite sure about what I'm working with here, so I'm thinking I just need to try to get the chain off right now, but it's on there pretty good. But I'm gonna loosen it. Yeah. I'm gonna loosen the chain and get it off for now. It's a 10-inch, if I'm correct. No clue what I'm doing. Just taking shit off. I don't know if you're gonna want to do this. This shit's fucking a pain in the ass. I'm already regretting doing it. Fucking leave the tire on. It might not even fit. Fuck. Oh. Come on. Jeez. Alright, so I did something stupid there, I think, because it didn't want to come off. Oh, no. Hold on. Alright. Shit. Alright, everybody.